Okay, let me keep it a $1.50. This Twitter drama is insanely stupid, but I'll explain why in a few seconds. Genshin Impact is a 3D anime game made by MiHoYo, the creators of Honkai Impact 3rd, and many other huge anime games in the industry. Genshin Impact itself is basically Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild meets gacha gameplay, where you can roll and unlock characters at random that you can use with different ability designs, all of that stuff, and you can also buy a bunch of cosmetics while playing through a story and enjoying an open world experience where you hunt down creatures, hunt down bosses, hunt down dragons, hunt down all of that stuff, and kill. It's a very fun game with some minigames, tasks, challenges, events, all of that really fun and interesting stuff that you would genuinely enjoy if you played the game. It's basically Legend of Zelda but multiplayer, and I love that a lot. However, this game has recently got into a lot of controversy. That is based on the fact that it's apparently got some racism, it's apparently got pedophilia in it, and it's got a lot more according to Twitter, which is why it's gone trending. But before we go into that, if you're new to the channel or haven't already, please click that button down below. You know which one, the one that has subscribe written on it. It's very pretty, it's very lovely. And if you click that and then you click the notifications to the right, that means that you'll be updated on every video I post, which is amazing, because it allows me to post whatever I want, like this type of video, because I get the feeling this video won't do as well as my regular, but I'm hoping it will, because it would be nice to be able to just branch out my content. But if you turn on notifications, it allows me to post more content personalized to me, so that I can just have a bit more fun with my content and feel less restricted to just covering YouTube drama. With that out of the way though, I have other social media down below in the description, so if you can go click those links, check them out, and follow me on those platforms. I am literally 20 followers away from 2,000, and Hopeless Peaches is 40 followers behind me, and catching up very quickly, so I'm really trying to hit 2k before she can catch up with me. So if you could just go check out my Twitter and support it, that would mean a lot. With that out of the way, let's get into the controversy. But before I get into the real meat of this video, I'd like to start with a very simple one to respond, address, and explain in a very easy and non-nuanced way, because I feel like there's something to clarify on. That being the fact that there is allegedly a pedophile character in the game. However, this is completely untrue, as with this character, he didn't even exist, or the quest where you can get this message didn't even exist until obviously after the game came out. However, the girl he mentions, Fiora, in his message, was actually an adult character. However, only during the beta was she a child, but the quest wasn't there at that time. She's being replaced by a more aged up character, so it seems like people have a misconception here about what was going on and are twisting this to be something else that it really isn't. The next point I want to address is that people are claiming that the characters in the game are file named with the word lolly. Now, I want to clarify on this because it seems that a lot of people have a very dark misconception of what the word lolly means. As although it's a very common body type in Japanese media, that doesn't mean that it's explicit or inappropriate in any way. The word lolly in itself derives to a younger looking character, and as such, characters that have that type of model will likely be named that simply by Japanese wording and translation. So, it may come across in a way that seems worse than it actually is, as these characters aren't intended to be sexualized, they're just younger looking characters, and that's how they've been modeled and designed, and it's the easiest way to note down their names and identifications. I feel like this is where people misunderstand, and they hear that lolly is this really bad thing, but they're misconflating lolly with like the actual pornographic media of lollies, as there can be lolly content that isn't explicit and there can be lolly content that very much is. And with Genshin, these characters are never explicitly sexualized in any way at all. They're literally just named with that as their file, as it's an easy and recognizable way to name them. So it seems like a lot of people have misconceived this as something way more extreme or malicious or negative than it actually is. People are also claiming though that Genshin Impact and some of their characters were inspired on indigenous people. However, I feel people are missing out the fact that this is fiction and there needs to be a clear line between fiction and real life. When it comes to inspirations in game to people in real life, it's inspirations and nothing more. It's made with the intent of designing cooler characters. So you could be inspired to have more native outfits, you could be inspired to have a more native culture, that's a thing you're allowed to be inspired by in media, as with a game, just like any other creative form, it's like an art piece. It's basically a creation you've made, and there's a clear line between fiction and real life here. This isn't some kind of discrimination. It's a game about killing monsters. It's not a game about making fun of race. Though I see more and more people bringing up all of their issues with this game. However, what I can tell is this all stemmed from the fact that Genshin Impact delayed some of their DLC so that they could apparently make more profit. Now, to be completely clear, I see nothing wrong with this, as they're a game company that needs to earn profit, and at the end of the day, if they're still giving away the product, I feel like it's their choice as and when they release their product, and what it includes, or how polished it really is. If you don't like that, don't play the game. It's not something to cancel the game over. Though, I do see people bringing up an actual real concern that I do agree with, that Genshin Impact should have 2FA in it. However, it seems that a lot of people are conflating this into a reason to cancel the game, purely because it doesn't have a 2FA or two-factor authentication method set in it, which I think is really stupid, as with a game, they should include it, yes, but they don't have to. People are also claiming that the game needs representation of different raced characters. However, I don't feel like a game should be forced to add more representation in them. If they want to make a fictional game and make whatever character in that fictional game, they can. Forcing representation means nothing, as it would only be done to appease people. If a game wants to include people of a different race, that should be done of their own volition and not done with the intent of satisfying people that want to see themselves represented. And the final thing I want to cover in this video is that apparently in one of miHoYo's past games, Honkai Impact 3rd, apparently the R slur is included during dialogue. And while I haven't seen actual screenshot proof of this at this current time, I do believe that if this is true, this shouldn't be considered as big of an issue as people are making it out to be, as you've got to remember, this game is developed by a Japanese publisher, and the R slur does actually translate as a medical term. So, if a Japanese company is making a game, it is likely that they're going to Google Translate all of those lines to be English. And what's probably happened here is that it's been mistranslated to the R slur instead of anything else. Now, although I'm not certain on this, and maybe it could be used as an insult, it's really hard to know at this current time, though my personal belief is that this is probably a translation error. Though, if you disagree with me, or want to expand on any of the points, feel free to leave a comment down below. They boost these videos so that more people see them, and they also allow me to understand what you agree and disagree with so that I can improve my opinion while you guys improve yours. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I make videos every single day on various different topics. Tomorrow's video, Nagatoro-san and the allegations of blackwashing and the allegations of pedophilia. I think that would be an interesting video, so if you want to go watch that one and watch me predict a huge controversy before it even happens, go check it out when it comes out. If you're watching this tomorrow, it's probably already out. 6 PM GMT, 1 PM EST. You can translate those to your own time zones. I'm not really sure on PST, etc, etc. But yeah, that's it for this video. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can see all my content. Don't feel afraid to check out some of my other social media, like my Twitter and my Discord. Both, once again, down in the description. That all out of the way. Thanks for watching, aiming for 20k by the end of the year, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Says she wanna rock with it like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with it like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock with it like me.